In a world where time is of essence and data is king, wouldn't it be amazing to have an AI powered assistant that can help you build an Excel report from scratch? Well, look no further. Today, we are going to look at ChatGPT and how we can build this beautiful and interactive Excel report using it. Let's go. So here I have got some chocolate sales data and I want to create a dashboard from it. So let's ask ChatGPT what are the first steps that we should be doing. I'm going to select the headers and copy them and go here and then say so here is the suggestion from ChatGPT. It says you can do total sales, display the overall sales figures for a given period, compare the sales performance of different salespersons, analyze the sales based on different geographical regions, etc. And these are the 7 things that it has given. So now I don't really know how to do any of these. So let's ask ChatGPT how to do all of these things. When it comes to ChatGPT, the key to successfully getting what you want is to treat it like a person. So think of ChatGPT as your assistant or a colleague or a friend at work. Talk to it in the normal way, just ask questions in plain English and be as descriptive and as simple as possible. This is really impressive. So now it has given me detailed instructions on prepare the data, insert pivot table, set up the pivot table, and then create the pivot charts. So let's go one at a time and ask the questions for how do I make the pivot table for total sales. So here is the first set of instruction, total sales, display the overall sales figures for a given period, drag the amount field to values area in the pivot table field list, ensure some aggregation is applied to the amount field. Optionally, you can also add the date field to the rows area to break down the sales by date. So let's do that. We have got this here. I can insert a pivot table and here we are going to put amount into values. It is already summing. We just need to apply the number format into currency, and that is the total amount, $18 million. And optionally, we can also break this down by date. So now we can see this at yearly level, 2022, full year, we have got $11 million and first half of 2023, $6 million. And if I expand these out, I can see this by quarter. So we have got Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 like this. This looks like a good one. So let's make this one into a pivot chart. Again, if I go back to the instructions here, it has given me the instruction for creating pivot charts. Select the pivot table, go to Insert tab, click on the pivot chart and choose the desired chart type. Customize the chart by adding or removing chart elements, formatting the axis and applying suitable chart title. So let's do that, insert, and I think for this kind of a thing, a column chart would be perfect. Let's add that. And I'm gonna customize this by taking out the legend. And here is our first chart after doing a little bit of formatting. Let's repeat the same process for some of these other pivot tables. Meanwhile, here are some jokes about pivot tables that ChatGPT made for us. I like the third one. What about you? So using those instructions, I made these 4 graphs: sales by quarter, top countries, top salespersons, and top products. Behind each of them is one pivot table. For example, here is my top salesperson pivot, where I have got salesperson in the row label area, amount in the values area, and then I sorted these amounts by right clicking, sort largest to smallest. And once this pivot table is there, then I created a pivot chart by going to insert and selecting a bar chart option and formatting it. So here is how our dashboard so far looks. It is pretty static, so I would like to make it interactive by clicking on something and changing it all. So let's ask ChatGPT how to make that happen. So here it has given me 6 ways to do the interactions. We can use the slicers, dynamic chart title, although technically not an interaction, Still pretty good. Drill down options, which is already there, so it's pretty good as well. Data validation, and then filters and conditional formatting. So let's go with slicers. To add a slicer, select the pivot table /chart, go to options or analyze tab and insert the slicer. So let's do this. I want to add a slicer on this, so I'm gonna go here, insert slicer. Let's pick category for this and put that slicer there. And now if I pick a category, I can see that slicer updating. So when I do this, only this chart is updating, not the other chart. So I want to ask ChatGPT how to reflect that across the board. Again, quite impressive. So it has figured out what to do, which is to use the slicer connection feature in Excel. So select the slicer you want to link to multiple charts, go to options or slicer tools tab, and in the slicer group, click on report connections or connect slicer and use the pivot table connections to do this. So let's do that. Let's select this slicer, go here and click on report connections. And let's just link this to all the pivot tables now. And now everything updates anytime you click on the slicer. All right, that looks good. The only other problem that I'm finding with this dashboard is if you look at my top salesperson's report, it's quite busy. And I would like to just show the top 10 people, not everybody. So let's ask that. Okay, so what it has done is it has told me to filter the raw data to show the top 10 records. That's not going to work for us. We need to filter the pivot table. So let's tell it again. And now it has gotten the correct answer, which is select the pivot table that generates the salesperson graph. Right click on the salesperson name within the pivot table. In the context menu, go to filter and then select value filter. So we'll go here, right click, to filter top 10 and just click OK. So now this is limiting just the top 10. And in the dashboard, I only see the top 10 people for any particular category, which is just awesome. Like I can see everything that I want without all the clutter. Let's do a little bit of quick formatting on this. I'm going to turn off the grid lines first so that everything looks nice and clean. Select this particular slicer and apply a darker formatting so it's kind of strong like that. So here is our final dashboard. It looks pretty cool. We can pick a different category and instantly see the updated results. It tells me what's happening at a quarter level, which are our top countries, top salespeople, and top products for that particular category. I can clear the slicers to see everything, or I can pick one item at a time. So now that we have made this dashboard, you might think, what next? Well, I suggest checking out this video where I show you how to construct this kind of a dynamic business dashboard from this exact same data. So we can still interact, but this goes a little bit more. You can see individual sales performance of the people in the team, how things are happening, various trends, top 5 products, and visualize not just sales, but profits and boxes and various other things. So check out that video for more, or go and ask ChatGPT questions about your own data and get it to build something awesome for you. Whatever you do, you're awesome. And thank you so much for watching this video. I'll catch you somewhere else. Bye.